about hip openers. You should eat the ones, do the ones that you want and that you like, because if it's accessible in your body, you're getting. They all kind of do the same thing, if I'm being honest. So, which ones does your body accept more easily? I'm going to start with I'm now mirroring you, right leg in front, Sukhasana, um, which always can lead to Agni Stambhasana. That's stacking the shins. You want to make sure that there's clarity through this ankle joint, that it's not, your foot isn't doing something weird, that your foot, your ankle, and your knee. It's nice sometimes to, if you have a gap, put something there just so that your leg can rest without forcing it down. And then, of course, a lot of you will like this one. Some of you will find, well, let's do the precursor. The precursor would be foot down, a twist. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana, but gets you into the hip because your chest is turning one way and your leg is going the other way. And then that would lead you to Gomukasana, cow face pose. Okay, so all of those are on the table. Do the one that you like. Now, we did Gomukasana arms earlier in the practice. I did that on purpose because usually we do that in this pose, and I find that can be distracting to the point of what we're getting into, which is our hips. So if you want to traditionally do it, you always do the opposite arm on top. So if it's right knee, it's left elbow with the clasp, and then you fold forward. In any of those poses, you can do this back into your shoulder work again with an upright posture, except for the twist. The twist, you're already doing something with your arms. Now, if you're super flexible, staying upright, you may not feel a lot of activity in the hip, especially the top leg hip. So then a forward fold. Sometimes a side fold feels deeper. And sometimes something in between where you're taking your upper body away from the top hip on the diagonal is the deepest. So there's lots of experiments you can be doing here. You can also do a few ideas. You don't have to stay with the first one. Especially if you took the bind, at some point you probably want to lose the bind. About 5 more breaths. Come on up when you're ready. Before we take side two straight legs, forward fold. Inhale, coming up out of the pose. Side two. Which variation? Are you practicing? Keep coming back to slow, deep breaths, holding the poses a little bit longer, giving time for our connective tissue to really begin the melting process, the moving process, so that we can have a shift in our soft tissue. Some of you might be feeling like you just want a little bit more upper body challenge before the next piece. If you want a longer stretch, stay as you are. You might come into any variation of reverse tabletop. Knees bent is a modified